A very good morning and warm welcome to Dharma Television Collective News. This is Srishti Khadgi. Moving on to the headlines. Odd even vehicle movement from Thursday, no movement from 9 p.m. till 5 a.m. Rohtak seals international border restraining order for a week. Facebook, Instagram rules TikTok like feature. Global coronavirus deaths exceed 700,000. Messi unwilling to renew Barca contract. Gold-silver price continue to rise. 5 more deaths of COVID-19 positive patients in Nepal. Here we go for news in detail. For the prevention and control of the spread of the COVID-19 coronavirus, the government has decided to enforce odd-even vehicular movement from Thursday. This rule will be applicable in Kathmandu Valley and districts with more than 200 cases, according to the spokesperson of the Home Ministry, Chakra Bahadur Buddha. He also informed that special instruction had been relayed to all the security agencies and district administration offices. A 7-day restraining order has been issued in Rohtak to reduce the risk of corona infection. Chief District Officer Basudev Ghimire has informed that a restraining order has been issued in Rohtak district with effect from 24th to 32nd Shravan. Sarlahi, one of the 2 neighboring districts of Rohtak district, has a 7-day restraining order from Wednesday, while Bara has an indefinite restraining order from last Monday. In view of the complaints of movement of people from Sitamarhi and East Champaran districts of India to Rohtak, that is bordering India, all kinds of traffic from neighboring countries will be completely banned and the border will be completely sealed. During the ban, no one is allowed to go out of the house except for urgent work, but health, electricity, telecommunications, drinking water, milk, waste management, gas, petroleum products, medicine, food and vegetables are exempted, said CDO Ghimire. Similarly, ambulances, hearsays, fire engines, flagged vehicles, vehicles used by the officials deployed for emergency services, vehicles of security agencies and chief district officers, as well as vehicles obtained from the district administration office for urgent work, all the private, public and government vehicles are prohibited from operating. Ghimire said that those violating the injunction will be severely punished as per the rules. The District Administration Office, Rohtak, has issued a 7-day injunction with effect from Saturday in the wake of the increasing demand for lockdown or injunction in the district. Facebook has rolled out its own version of social media rival TikTok in the United States and more than 50 other countries on Wednesday, embedding a new short-form video service called Reels as a feature within its popular Instagram app. The debut comes days after Microsoft said it was in talks to acquire TikTok's US operations from China's ByteDance. ByteDance has agreed to divest parts of TikTok, sources have said, under pressure from the White House, which has threatened to ban it and other Chinese-owned apps over data security concerns. The launch of Reels escalates a bruising fight between Facebook and TikTok, with each casting the other as a threat. Both have been eager to attract American teenagers, many of whom have flocked to TikTok in the last 2 years. Reels was first tested in Brazil in 2018 and then later in France, Germany and India, which was TikTok's biggest market until the Indian government banned it last month following a border clash with China. The global death toll from the coronavirus has surpassed 700,000 on Wednesday. According to a Reuters tally, with the United States, Brazil, India and Mexico leading the rise in fatalities, nearly 5,900 people are dying every 24 hours from COVID-19 on average, according to Reuters calculations based on data from the past 2 weeks that equates to 247 people per hour, or 1 person every 15 seconds. President Donald Trump said the coronavirus outbreak is as under control as it can get in the United States, where more than 155,000 people have died amid a patchy response to the public health crisis that has failed to stem a rise in cases. In Brazil, President Jair Bolsonaro has minimized the gravity of the pandemic and opposed lockdown measures, even as he and several of his cabinet tested positive for the virus. The pandemic was initially slower to reach Latin America, which is home to about 640 million people, than much of the world, but officials have since struggled to control its spread because of the region's poverty and densely packed cities. More than 100 million people across Latin America and the Caribbean live in slums, according to the United Nations Human Settlements Program. Many have jobs in the informal sector with little in the way of a social safety net and have continued to work throughout the pandemic. Even in the parts of the world that had appeared to have curbed the spread of the virus, countries have recently seen single-day records in new cases, signaling the battle is far from over. Australia, Japan, Hong Kong, Bolivia, Sudan, Ethiopia, Bulgaria, Belgium, Uzbekistan and Israel all recently had record increases in cases. Australia also reported a recorded number of new deaths on Wednesday, taking the country's total to 247. Barcelona captain Lionel Messi has called off negotiations over renewing his contract with the club and is ready to leave the Catalans when his current deal expires in 2021, according to a report by Spanish radio station Cadena Ser on Friday. The report said Messi and his father George had begun discussing renewing his last deal with the club, which was signed in 2017, but that he no longer wishes to stay at the Camp Nou. The report added that Messi is angry about leaked media reports that appeared to make him seem responsible for events at the club, such as January sacking of coach Ernesto Valverde, and that he is frustrated about the squad's lack of quality. The Argentines representatives and Barcelona did not immediately respond to requests for comment. Messi, who turned 33 last month, scored his 700th career goal on Tuesday against Atletico Madrid, but the milestone strike ended in disappointment as Barca drew the game 2-2 in the latest blow to their bid to retain the Spanish title. Messi has become more vocal in his criticism of the club in the last year. In January, he hit out at sporting director Eric Abidal, who he said had implied players had led to Valverde being sacked. In a February interview with newspaper Mundo Deportivo, he declared the team were not good enough to win this season's champions. Then in April, he criticized the board for implying players were not willing to accept a pay cut to help the team's financial difficulties during the coronavirus pandemic. The price of gold and silver, which was volatile in the international market due to the epidemic of COVID-19, has risen unexpectedly in the local market today. Gold, which was traded at rupees 1,1400 per tola on Wednesday, has risen by rupees 1,100 today. As soon as the market opened, the price of gold bullion was 1,25,000. According to the Federation of Gold and Silver Entrepreneurs of Nepal, the price of silver has increased by rupees 50 today as compared to Wednesday. The price of 1 tola silver has been fixed at rupees 1,345 today. The price of 1 tola of gold had risen by rupees 10,400 to rupees 87,000 on just 25th. Since then, the price of gold has been rising steadily. 5 more deaths of COVID-19 positive patients in Nepal. 2 45-year-old male from Morang, 65-year-old female from Sarlahi, 72-year-old female from Dhanusha, and 42-year-old male from Saptari have died of coronavirus, according to the Ministry of Health and Population media briefing. This is all for now. We'll be back with more news and updates. Till then, keep watching Dharma television. May all the sentient beings be at peace. Stay safe.